Every trading course tells you to remove emotion from your trading. None of them tell you how, because the advice is wrong. You cannot remove emotion from trading, but you can stop letting it make decisions. The idea of the emotionless trader is one of the most persistent myths in this business. The trader who feels nothing, who enters and exits with machine-like precision, who is completely unaffected by wins and losses. He doesn't exist. Every trader feels. The professional feels fear when a position moves against him. He feels excitement when a setup develops. He feels the pull of greed when a winner runs. He feels every emotion the amateur feels. The difference is not what he feels. It is what he does with what he feels. The amateur lets emotion make the decision. The professional lets the system make the decision and processes the emotion separately. Here is what emotion actually does in trading. It doesn't cause bad trades directly. It causes bad decisions about good trades. Fear doesn't create a losing position. It causes you to exit a winning position before it reaches its target. Greed doesn't create an overextended market. It causes you to hold a position beyond the point your system defined as the exit. Hope doesn't move price against you. It causes you to move a stop loss that was placed correctly. In every case, the market was doing something your system had already accounted for. Emotion intervened between your system's instruction and your execution of it. That gap between what the system said and what the emotion did is where most trading losses actually live. The professional trader doesn't suppress emotion, he separates it from execution. This is a critical distinction. Suppression means pushing the feeling down, pretending it isn't there, trading through it as if it doesn't exist. Suppression doesn't work. The emotion finds another way in. Separation means acknowledging the feeling and then returning to the system. I feel fear right now. My system says hold. I will hold. I feel the pull of greed. My system says exit here. I will exit here. The emotion is named. It is not acted upon. That naming, simple, honest, without judgment, creates just enough distance between the feeling and the decision for the system to operate. Here are 3 practices that build the ability to trade without letting emotion decide. First, name the emotion before every trade. Before you enter one sentence in your journal. What am I feeling right now? Not what do I think about the setup. What am I feeling? This single act creates awareness, and awareness is the first step toward separation. Second, read the rule, not the feeling. When emotion is present and a decision is required, return to the written rule. Not the rule you remember, the rule you wrote. Read it physically, out loud if necessary. The physical act interrupts the emotional momentum. Third, act on the system. Process the emotion after. Make the decision the system requires. Then, after the trade is managed, sit with the emotion. Write about it. Examine it. Understand where it came from. Not during the trade. After. Trading without emotion is not the goal. Trading without letting emotion decide is. The distinction sounds small. It changes everything. Because a trader who has accepted that emotion is present and built a system for managing it is more stable than one who believes he has eliminated it. The emotion he pretends doesn't exist will find a way into his decisions. The emotion he names and separates stays where it belongs. Outside the execution. Do this consistently for 60 days. You will not become emotionless. You will become a trader whose emotions no longer make his decisions. That is the only version of emotional control that actually works. You cannot remove emotion from trading. You can stop letting it decide. That is the 5th principle of trading mastery. Full framework in the description. I'll see you in the next trade.